28 years later, set photos reveal first look at Aaron Taylor Johnson in sequel. After nearly 3 decades since 28 Days Later reshaped the zombie genre, and 20 years since 28 Weeks Later intensified the chaos, the long-awaited third installment, 28 Years Later, is finally taking shape, and now fans have their first look at the film's leading man, Aaron Taylor Johnson, thanks to new behind-the-scenes set photos. The newly surfaced images have sent shockwaves through the horror community, showcasing Taylor Johnson in a gritty, blood-streaked get-up that suggests he's deep in the infected zones. With a hardened stare and survivalist attire, he cuts the figure of a battle-worn protagonist, a stark contrast to the cleaner, more polished look fans may remember from his superhero or action movie roles. If these photos are any indication, Taylor Johnson is fully leaning into the bleak, brutal world director Danny Boyle first introduced in 2002. A bleak and beautiful return to ruins. The set photos, taken on location in a remote and desolate part of the UK, offer a haunting glimpse of the world left behind. Crumbling brick buildings overrun with moss, abandoned vehicles rusting under grey skies, and twisted remnants of humanity's past now form the eerie landscape of 28 years later. And in the middle of it all is Taylor Johnson, walking alone with a heavy pack slung over one shoulder and a machete gripped tightly in one gloved hand. It's a return to the minimalist, practical survival aesthetic that made the original films so viscerally terrifying. There are no flashy explosions, no zombie hordes crammed into a single frame, just isolation, atmosphere, and the constant sense that something could go wrong at any second. Fans of the franchise will immediately recognize the visual language, grainy textures, washed-out colors, and an oppressive silence that speaks louder than any jump scare. Who is Aaron Taylor Johnson playing? While the studio has been tight-lipped about the plot, the set photos offer a few clues. Taylor Johnson's character appears to be alone, suggesting either a solitary survivor or a man separated from his group. His gear is mismatched and cobbled together, likely scavenged from wherever he could find it, a classic touch in post-apocalyptic storytelling that speaks volumes about the desperation of the setting. There's also a faint sense of military influence in his look, from the tactical gloves to the heavy-duty boots. Could he be a soldier? A former operative trying to redeem himself in a broken world? Or perhaps he's just another civilian who has learned to adapt after 28 long years of plague and collapse. What makes this intriguing is Taylor Johnson's versatility as an actor. Known for his roles in Kick-Ass, Nocturnal Animals, and Bullet Train, he brings both physicality and emotional depth to his performances. If anyone can walk the line between hardened survivor and haunted soul, it's him. The World After 28 Years. The title 28 Years Later raises a chilling question. What does a world look like after nearly 3 decades of the rage virus? Unlike 28 Weeks Later, which explored the governmental response to infection and the illusion of safety, this sequel seems to plunge headfirst into a fully devolved society. The infrastructure is gone. Civilization has crumbled. All that's left are scattered survivors, dangerous enclaves, and perhaps, somewhere, a glimmer of resistance or hope. The set photos also reveal the presence of new symbols, graffiti-like markings scrawled on walls, makeshift barricades, and warning signs in unfamiliar colors. These details suggest new factions may have formed since the last outbreak. Humanity may have fractured into warring tribes, each with their own way of coping, surviving, or exploiting the infected landscape. Fans are already speculating online. Is there a government still functioning in the shadows? Could Taylor Johnson's character be looking for a cure, or just trying to stay alive? Is he immune? Could he be related to past characters from the franchise, like Jim's Cillian Murphy or Hannah Megan Burns? A reunion of horror legends. Danny Boyle's return as director, alongside writer Alex Garland, has further amplified anticipation. The pair, whose creative chemistry defined the original film's unique tone, seem poised to once again redefine what a zombie, or rather, an infected film can be. The fact that they're crafting a trilogy capstone 2 decades after the last installment is a testament to the enduring power of their creation. Garland has always infused his horror with philosophical questions. Don't be surprised if 28 Years Later takes a darker, more cerebral turn, one that questions what's left of humanity after 28 years of fear, violence, and isolation. And based on Taylor Johnson's hardened look in these set photos, the emotional weight of this story may be heavier than ever. The rage returns. The infected themselves have yet to be revealed in any official capacity, but it's safe to say their presence will loom large. Boyle's trademark use of fast-cut cinematography and raw sound design gave us some of the most terrifying infected ever put on screen, more relentless than zombies, more tragic than monsters. If 28 Years Later follows in that tradition, the rage virus could have evolved. Could the infected have changed over time? Slower? Smarter? Even more dangerous? The mystery surrounding them only heightens the tension of the film's setting, and Taylor Johnson's first look suggests he's ready to confront whatever horror is waiting. Final thoughts. With just a few candid shots, 28 Years Later has reignited the burning excitement of a franchise that's been dormant for too long. Aaron Taylor Johnson's rugged appearance is more than a costume. It's a promise that this film will not shy away from the despair, brutality, and quiet humanity that made the original a classic. As production continues, fans eagerly await a trailer, more cast reveals, and, perhaps, confirmation of whether Cillian Murphy will reprise his iconic role. But for now, one thing is clear. The world of 28 Years Later is alive again, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is ready to fight through its shadows.